right, Paul, Klee, here we are, open mat Sunday. Your boy ran practice earlier. First of all, he's going out to West Point, PJ.
That's right.
Tell us how you guys decided on that school.
Well, ultimately, it was his decision. He had it narrowed down to a few schools that he had visited, and just basically, put it together and realized that, West Point probably had the most to offer to him, and that was his final choice.
Awesome. Give us a rundown of his career up to now and how you approached it as a parent.
It's been a long road, like most wrestling dads would tell you. We started very young at 5 years old, and PJ always, to me, was showed a lot of character, leadership. Wherever he went in a room, he had no problem taking charge of it. Even as a young kid, very proud of him. But we've had a lot of ups and downs. You win some big ones, some national tournaments and kids divisions, and you lose some that you think you should have won. And we've been through it all. And Carolyn's been a huge part of PJ's success as far as getting them partners and places to train. With wrestling prep has just been huge part of it. And we're just so happy that the final outcome. He chose West Point, and now we're going to see. This is the next step for PJ.
Nice. So you saw kind of wrestling prep evolve into what it is.
I did. It was back in the day. We trained in different places. We trained, different middle schools and high schools. We even trained at a home, the Castle family home, for a little while. We were, groups of kids getting together, working out, and ultimately for these kids to find partners, to work together, to get better. And Carolyn was able to arrange all this and make it happen. And over time, I'm looking at all these kids that we started out with, and they've all been successful, going all these different schools. And I'm looking at what Carolyn's doing now with wrestling prep, and the numbers have grown tremendously, and she's just it's incredible, a woman in the sport of wrestling, how much she has done against all odds, and she keeps doing it, and she's helped out so many kids that didn't have maybe the resources and maybe the family support like some of these kids do, but she's helped them get to practices. She's helped them, get to these tournaments, and she's helped them get into great universities all over the country. And you just got to look at a woman that's doing that for other kids, and it's just you just go, wow, she's done so much for so many kids, and we're just happy to be part of it.
Awesome. So wrestling's been part of your family, what you guys do for a while now. What would you say you take from wrestling up to now where your boy's going to a big university?
What I'm taking from wrestling?
Yep.
Wrestling's been huge for our family. I wrestled in high school. I didn't go beyond that, but I learned a lot of life skills from wrestling, and now my two boys, I have a younger son, Michael, who's big into wrestling, and I look at all the things they've learned from the sport of wrestling, just hard work, dedication, being able to persevere, winning, losing. Winning's easy, losing is the that's where it shows a true competitor. And anyways, all those things have just been so huge in just building my two sons into great young men. I think wrestling is I just if I was going to do it again, I would do the exact same thing. I'd get them involved in wrestling because it just builds so much character in young men.